friends, MD Vegan Kale salad today. How to make a salad in general? Well, I pick first an ingredient. The main ingredient is kale today. It's a kale salad. And I have this wonderful kale, and I stripped it off the stems and cut it into pieces, a little bit smaller pieces, but still there's a crunch. And that's the main part of this recipe, the texture. Because you have these very firm leaves. One side there's the highest nutrient content you find in greens, that's kale, but it's crunchy, so you have to chew a lot. Or you blend it in a smoothie, or you mince it very finely, and then the cells open and the necessary transformation of nutrients begins. There is a sulforaphane in there that builds, it's anti-cancer, is that what makes these cruciferous vegetables, the kale, the cabbage, and all these things really super healthy. But for that you have to cut it open and the reaction can take place. So you have to break it down anyway. So now I will chew today, but to make the chewing a little bit easier, I cut it into smaller pieces. So the rest of the ingredients I will show you in a moment. First, I make my dressing. That's the other thing. You have the ingredient, you figure the main qualities as for this dish, the texture here, and then the dressing. What kind of dressing will I take? And I found a wonderful one. It's a cashew mayonnaise, handful of cashews, usual. That's a measurement for a dressing for one person for me. One handful of cashews and half a lemon. Same, that's usual. Handful of cashews, half a lemon without the peel. And for the mayonnaise, it is a little bit more fatty. That's because it's called mayonnaise. And I have just half an avocado. This is a small one. You don't need that much, but it's a wonderful fat, super healthy, and it blends so nicely with nuts. Because the texture when you blend avocado on its own is a little bit fluffy. With the nuts together, really creamy, very nice. And pepper and salt, a very simple seasoning today. It's very simple mayonnaise. I don't want to do that much. I could put mustard in there, so many different things. I just want to, garlic, whatever you like. But today, just a simple mayonnaise, a little bit of water, of course, not too much. I have to say, I make a second blending because the first blending right now, that will make it all a little bit smooth. Then the cashews will soak for a couple of minutes, for 2 minutes or so, and then second blending will make it really nice and creamy. So first blending now, blender dance. So the first blending is easy. You don't need to blend it that long. You have to make a second blending anyway. But just I can check the main properties, the flavor, the texture. If the ratio of the ingredients is okay, you need more salt, more lemon, or whatever. Taste it now. Wonderful flavor, very nice. I need a little more water. When not to have it too creamy, that would take too much attention in the salad. This dressing should be in the background. A very delicious and nutritious dressing in my salads here. But still in the background, so a little bit more runny. Just to combine the water, now the main ingredients, and then the so-called second blending. So I show you again, this is the kale, just 2 or 3 leaves, stemmed and chopped up. And it's a nice thing to chew, but shouldn't be too much in the salad because then you have really not so much fun. You have to have it there, it should be present, but you should also, other ingredients are also chewy and crunchy. And I have a nice celery stalks here. See, green and yellow, and a little bit of bell pepper, red bell pepper also, both high in water and pretty crunchy. It's perfect to balance the crunchiness, a little bit too much crunchiness in the salad, the kale salad. That's one of the downsides of the kale. It's the most nutrient dense. On the other hand, it is so crunchy. It's not so easy to digest, to eat and to incorporate. Yeah, very much working with the cheese, with the hand, with the teeth. But it's good for the teeth to have them work, yeah, really to chew a little bit. Otherwise, you lose it. Yeah? Use it or lose it, right? Yeah. So this is the main first ingredients, the three ingredients, the first ones, and then so to make it more smart, more refined. And I'll add some sweet peas. They're very soft. Still they have a certain crunch. And some walnuts, also very nice and crunchy, also soft. Yeah, I guess it is perfect with celery. Yeah, I would suppose that would be very nice together. The walnuts and the celery. Yeah, they are a little bit salty. The celery. That's very important. One of the rare vegetables that are salty. You can also make a celery salt. You dry the celery and ground it, and you have a celery salt without any salt. Still tasting salty, very gentle salt. And it goes very nice with walnuts because you can snack on walnuts, a little bit of salt on top. Maybe you soak it overnight when they're bitter, wash it, rinse it, and then put a little bit of salt on top, Himalayan salt or celery salt. Yummy, and very healthy. And here, the end, last triplet is with the onions. Also crunchy, yeah, also high in water, but hot. Yeah. So we have here a pretty range of flavors and around the crunchy textures. Yeah. Very subtle crunch. The sweet pea is a little bit crunchy, but very subtle. And the kale very strong. All wonderful. So here are my main ingredients. Look, isn't that beautiful? More a green-like salad today. The other day I had a kale salad that was more red. But this one also very nice. So yeah, go back to my dressing. Second blending now. Yeah, looks nice. I will just blend it away. I will taste it. I will taste it again to make sure. It's always good. One more flavor check is never bad. Yeah, texture is very important for the flavor too, because for every ingredient to fold really the flavor, it has to be the perfect texture and the perfect amount of water. Too little water, the flavor will be too dense. You can taste it really. Too much water, the flavor is diluted. So the right amount of water is very important. One more blending, then done. That's kind of salad mayonnaise. Yeah, it's a little bit fat, mayonnaise, and it's still runny for the salad. Looks nice. Tastes very nice. Avocado adds a very certain characteristic flavor. You can't get around the avocado. It's there, but it's perfect. A little bit of edge to the strong flavors in the celery. I guess it's a perfect combination. I think of the celery too. It's really nice. You see, this is my mayonnaise. How nice it looks. Don't know if I need everything. Maybe I can put something later. I will see first what it looks like when I toss it, and I decide that later. This is for today. Is it for today? This is a wonderful salad to me. It's really full of nutrients, and I had just a fruit smoothie before. Yeah, filling a big amount of smoothies, just fruit, very light, very energizing, and there was just missing some greens in the smoothie. But as I have a lot of carbohydrates in the smoothie and a lot of sugar and vitamins, it was really filling, and I felt real so nice after fruit. Now, what was missing, the greens here, the minerals, the iron, the fat, and so the protein, that comes now, and I guess that's a complete meal for the day. Nice smoothie before, now the main salad, and I guess that's what will be it. Maybe I will have a snack or so It's always possible in between, some nuts, whatever I like that I will see later. My body tells me. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. And tell me if you don't understand any thumbs or something. Yeah? You can also ask. You can write a comment on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. For any reason. Just hope you enjoy. And maybe you want to subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Twitter.